Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mad Markets After Dark. Oh, man. All right, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Markets After Dark. This is where we go mad on the charts. I got to turn that music down just a tad. All right, guys. So I'm Lunar Beaches Crypto, or LBC for short, and this is my brand spanking new show on the Piper Academy Network. Coming to you live Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's late, but hey, we got to do what we got to do. Each day of the week, we will have a different theme, and since it will already technically be a new trading day at the time of the live, the themes will start with Monday. So Mondays will be Macro Mondays. This is when we will zoom out, look at the big picture, and search for upcoming news and or data that can move the markets so that we can best prepare ourselves for the trading week ahead. I also have plans to show you guys how I would build a portfolio from scratch and give an update on that once a week, every Macro Monday. So, which is still late Sunday evening for us Americans. I know it's a little mad, but that's kind of the whole theme of the show. So it's going to be a little bit crazy. You know, I think we're going to do TA Tuesdays, get to some deep TA, wildcard Wednesdays, thriving Thursdays, freestyle Fridays, FOMO Fridays, fire sale Fridays. I don't even know. It's just going to be mad, and that's what we're going to do, okay? So how are you all doing? Let's go ahead and say hello to the chat. I don't see the chat box popping up here, so I see you guys chatting, but the chat box isn't popping up. So I might have to work on that. I think that has to do because with I'm not technically logged into Piper Academy, which that's fine. But we'll figure it all out. But good evening to everybody. Let's go ahead and bring up the chat. Oh wait, hold on. Before I do that, I gotta say something about something real quick. Hey, TRADEFLY. What is this, bro? What is this, bro? What is this, bro? Talking all that smack. Oh, you get smacked back. So, all right, guys. All right. See, TRADEFLY was making fun of my smack talk, but that's okay because I let my team do the smack talking for me. All right, TRADEFLY. All right. All right, let's see. Good evening, Crypto Mar. It's so weird saying good evening instead of good morning. Hola, French toaster. How's the sound, guys? Does it sound good? Let's see. Let's turn up. All right, yeah, sounds good. All right, so, all right, Buck, what's going on, Buck? Crux of Crypto. We got Indie Rock Crypto, Army Piper. Good evening, sir. I know you're in bed. Let's see. A to A saying I'm mad for doing a show this late. Hey, you know what? It's what I got. It's what I had to do, and this was my idea. So, it's early for someone, right? And it's still early in on the West Coast. So, it's I believe the show's like 7 to 8 for on the West Coast. We'll just have to see. Alexandra G, thank you for joining as always and being the best mod in the biz. Massey33, we've got beautiful people in here, man. Retro Mike Tech already with the super chat of $5. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that so much. You are amazing. That's one of my first ever super chats. So thank you. I think that might be my first ever. I think we got one on Good Morning Crypto. Let's shout it out. Buck, Alexander G, Bit Innuendo, Broke Oshi, No Dinero, and yeah. Yep, bed still at work. Caffeinated Crypto. LOL, I'm here too. Chart me to sleep. Chart my dreams. It says Indie Rock Crypto. All right, so I've got to get the chat up here at some point so I can see it. But yeah, that's yeah. So good evening, everybody, and good morning to the beautiful people on the other side of the world that just so happen to be watching this. I don't know if you are or not, but if you are, thank you for joining. So Love me some broke Oshi. Yeah, I love that. Thank you for throwing those waves in the chat, Caffeinated Crypto. I appreciate that. And yeah, good evening, D Jenny. Good evening. Good evening. All right, so guys, what are we doing? It's Macro Monday, so that means we got to get into the charts. Let's go ahead and get into the charts. Let's see, what is the old Bitcoin doing? We're on the 5-minute chart. It's Macro Monday, so let's zoom out a little bit. All right, zoom out a little bit. Let's go to the 3-month chart. This is something I was wanting to go over today. You know, as I was planning out the show, I wanted to go over this today because this is something that I was watching for a while. Is that music still playing? We will get your logo in the emojis this week, bro. Oh, thank you. So yeah, 3-month chart. So I really wish I wasn't dealing with all this move. Oh, by the way, I moved. I'm in a new space. I got my own office. It is awesome. It is good. Good things have I have been blessed with many good things in my life as of late, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. But anyway, let's get to the charts because I know that's why you're here, is so that we can get into these charts. So if you have followed me from the Lunar Beaches Crypto channel, you might have seen me talking about this several months ago, and that is after this candle close in June. I was watching this 3-month fair value gap, and I said it on my channel, and because of everything getting all crazy and me just trying, I don't know, so much going on in life, I wasn't able, it's like I forgot that this even existed, and I forgot my thought process behind it. But now, after I went to the 3-month chart today and looked at it, I was like, oh man, it played exactly how I was wanting it to play. And here it is right here. So that fair value gap, I said, if we can consolidate here and we create a fair value gap on the 3-month chart, I would look for the next 3 months to see some downside, get into that fair value gap, possibly even I would be looking to tap that midpoint on that fair value gap. That's exactly what we did. Got a big push up, showing a lot of bullish momentum, and yeah, I mean, that's what we got. So, and then next thing you know, next quarter, we're already starting off with a bang. Actually, we're already in this halfway through the fourth quarter. So yeah, we got a big push off of that. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Why did I want to see that? Well, so first we got the 3-month quarterly close. Let me get rid of this. First, we got the 3-month quarterly close above the old all-time high. And then the next 3 months, we consolidated right around, not just below it, right? We kind of consolidated just below it. And once we got that close and we created this fair value gap, man, that just really got me thinking that we were going to be super bullish going into the fourth quarter. Forever, I was saying fourth quarter. And lo and behold, fourth quarter, and there it is. And, you know, I got a little bit caught up on the smaller time frames, I'm not going to lie. You know, I was thinking for a little while that we would, we had this range here. I was watching that. And then let's go ahead and look at this. Look at this. It just smack tapped that. Well, that's what created the fair value gap right there. Then we came back down into that demand, pushed right off of it again, came back into it. And then on that third time when we pushed off, that's when I should have realized, okay, this is what we're doing. We are super bullish off of that. So, but since I forgot to zoom out and I forgot that whole idea, I was thinking, all right, we'll come up to these highs. We'll sweep these highs. Let's go ahead and get my drawing tool. We'll come up, we'll sweep these highs, and then we'll come back down, sweep the lows, and then we'll continue higher. That's what I was thinking. But Bitcoin had other plans. Bitcoin had much better plans than that. Much better, more bullish plans than that. So once we got that break, and then obviously we also broke the downtrend here, got a nice bullish back test on that, and from there it's just off to the races. Let's go. Hey, Chris Klein. Hey, you were in the Lunar Beaches Crypto live stream today, and thank you for coming right back to me right here on Piper Academy. Also, Piper, by the way, I got to get a new description. I used your description for this stream because I don't have my own. So, but the Chart Prime stuff still in the description down below. Make sure you check out Chart Prime. 45% off on your first month. Check out Blowfin too. And yeah, decrypted.tax. So, where was I? All right. So there's that old all-time high. Came up to, oh, that's the new that's the new old all-time high. That was this all-time high, the new all-time high that we got rejected off of, came back down into this demand right here, and then ever since we've been bullish. So Bitcoin is looking pretty good. Even when you zoom out, it's still looking good. Zoom out, got the zoomies. Most definitely. Let's see. Orders are bigger on Coinbase, leveled up. Make a list of what we need. We will get it done. Right, sounds good. Amazing. Wow, there's 23 of you beautiful people in here. If each and every single one of you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, I would be much appreciative. And we're gonna do big things on here. All right, we're gonna do big things with this show. But right now, Bitcoin's still looking kind of bullish. So let's go ahead and let's go zoom back out to the weekly chart, and let's put a fib on here. Let's see what we're looking at, because I want to show you guys what I think we are, where I think we are heading. I think we are heading to that $102.87 level right there on the Coinbase spot chart. That is the next level for the fib, the 1.618, sitting there at 102K. Interesting thing, after watching Piper talk about MEM, Magic Internet Money, over on the Crypto Nightcap show, I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. Let me check that out. And they were talking about the trend-based fib, but set to log scale. And what do we have right there at the 0.618 on the trend-based fib? We have 104,936 as that next level. So looks like we have a nice level of resistance right there. About a $2,000 to $3,000 range between the two Fibonacci's. So me personally, I would start de-risking more, well, really at 100K, because that's going to be a psychological level that a lot of people have been waiting for. So you're gonna, I won't say you will probably see a sell off, but it'll probably give us some good resistance sitting there at the little over 100K, if not 100K itself. So because everybody is kind of expecting it and wanting it, the only question is how much higher will we go past that? Which, if we're looking at the 2.618 on your standard fib, not the trend-based fib, that's $155,000. I mean, I could definitely see it. But what we got to do to get there is we've got to summon the moon gods. And let's go ahead and let's get into the moon god chair. I'll be right back. All right, I can't do that on this. So, boom, here's the moon god chair. All right, guys, so we've got our throne. This is our moon god throne right here. So we've got to summon the moon gods, okay? I want you all to throw some moons in the chat, and that's what we got to do. We want to see some moon. We've got to get the moon god. Well, I don't know what that was. We've got to get those moon gods in our favor, all right? So I've got the throne going. I know it's mad. It's crazy. It's mad crazy. So we've got the throne. We've got to summon the moon gods. And that's what we're going to do. So give us that 155K minimum, please. So anytime we want something to moon, we're going to throw up the moon god throne, and we are going to do our little moon chant. Oh, moon, moon, please give us the moon. We'll come up with something a little better. But for now, we're just throwing some moons in the chat. Loving seeing the moons in the chat. We want moon. Everybody wants the moon. Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. Oh, man. So yeah, summon the moon gods. That's what we want. All right, so Bitcoin looking good. Right now, still looking pretty bullish. Let's go ahead and throw up some chart prime on here. Let's look at that market Oracle Pro Plus. We've got the dynamic reactor still sitting nice and green, sitting above prices. It's still sitting above it, so still pretty bullish. Still bullish. So if this thing ever starts to pull back, I would be looking for a pullback. I don't even know if it'll ever touch it. Not on the weekly. Let's zoom in a tad. Let's go to the 3-day and see. All right, we did get a little bit of a bounce off of it right there. Oh, we did got a nice bounce off of it there when we hit the 50K. So yeah, that 3-day, it's starting to curve up too. Let's go ahead and bring up the chart prime oscillator pro plus, and we are sitting high, but we do have our 3-day money flow giving us a nice little curve right here. So I would like to see that start to push up and start turning green. That could get us a push up, and what I'm starting to think is that maybe we will come up underneath 100K, or maybe we'll just poke above it and then get a little bit of a correction, and then hopefully we'll just correct at the highs and not pull back too far. Of course, we could always come up here and then pull back to the old all-time high. That would be from there, let's just do 100,000 down to here. I mean, 26.5, 25% pullback, of course. So not out of the realm of possibility. Definitely could see that. It's a bull market, but we can still get those 20 to 30% pullbacks, especially in crypto and in Bitcoin, especially in your altcoins. So definitely could see that. We are getting a little bit overheated, getting some oversold. Oh, thank you for joining the alumni, Chris Klein, new member Chris Klein. Thank you, brother. Don't forget to join the Discord. Link is in the description. Get all the members perks. I've got to get all that stuff down because BC used to do that on Good Morning Crypto. So now I've got to start getting that stuff down on what everything is with the WAP and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead. I'll move along. I know you couldn't even see this because the throne is so big. The throne is so big. Maybe I should take the throne off for now. We'll take we've done our summoning. We'll take the throne off for now. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, getting a little bit overheated, but our power bar is super green, and this is the 3-day. So, that takes a little bit longer, but it's also showing that the strength is really strong. We have really good strength in the price action, especially if we can get that money flow to curve up. It's looking like it's trying to break that zero line. It might do it in the next 1 day and 20 hours. We'll have to wait and see if that comes to fruition. Let's go ahead and go into the daily chart. But this sitting high, all of this is just showing strength on that 3-day. Let's go to the 2-day. 2 days already flipped green. True sevens kind of peaked a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised, guys. Nah, man. No, we're on the daily. The volume matrix is looking good. We're still pretty thick in the green. Kind of coming down a little bit on the daily on our money flow. However, this could tick right back up with some nice bullish price action this week. 100K this week. Let's see. Let me do something real quick. Let's see. Can I do this? Oh, this is playing in the background. Do you guys, what do you guys think about music during live streams? Is it too much? Like having a little bit of an undertone of music? Let me know in the chat. Let's come over here to the chat. Let's see. Engage your audience. Start a poll. 100K Bitcoin this week. Yes or no? Start poll. Let me know what you guys think in the poll down below. All right. Looking good. All right, let's go to the 4 hour, because I think that's what I really want to be looking at right now, is that 4 hour. Actually, I think I saw a fair value gap. Okay, so yeah, we do have a few daily fair value gaps. So what I like to do, guys, is once we've broken you know, a major swing high, I like to try and find this. So all of this right here, I want to turn this into a single fair value gap. And am I going to get it on any of these charts? Barely right here. Got an itty bitty tiny fair value gap there. So I'll be watching this one. We'll keep a close eye on this weekly fair value gap. This just means that, you know, if we trade down into it, I would look for a reversal from there. So that's what I would look for on that. Tap into that inefficiency, maybe get a little wick down in, you know, right where we can see those candles right there. Little bit of a slowdown, but that's just building up, filling up those buy orders, and then we push right off of that. So let's see if we do get that push down. But from here, I would definitely be longing and aiming for that 100K. If we do get that move, then coming up here and then coming down becomes less likely, but not out of the question. Let's see. Good to see you again. Maybe a band-aid? Maybe a bandage? What's going on? Hold a lot of XLM also. Awesome. Yes, the throne. That's what she said. I don't know what that's referring to. Evil pimp? The evil pimp? That's funny. Honorable mention XRP, money flow looking great, all time frames. Hey, yeah, XRP and XLM. XLM tends to follow XRP, so of course both of them. If one of them's moving, if XRP is moving, we're gonna get, you know, the XLM moving. All right, so yeah, 4 hour. I mean, we're still sitting up here. We're still gravy. There's no bearish divergences or anything like that. I would just be watching this range in here, see if we'll chop about a little bit. If we get a nice little break, we do have a little bit of a fair value gap here on the 4. Thank you. On the 4 hour, a little bit of a fair value gap right there. So getting into that, up to that 100K. Hey man, I don't know. We'll see. So far, 60% of you are saying no 100K this week. Why? So there is something interesting that I did see today. Apparently, President Biden has ordered or has given Ukraine the go on missiles being launched into Russia. So if that's the case, well, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens with all of that. So hopefully things don't get too crazy before we change administrations. So I saw someone say it's like Biden just took a grenade and threw it. So hopefully that's not the case, but you know, we'll just have to wait and see. Man, waiting for 91.3 to break, then 93K. I'm waiting for 100K. I don't think anybody else is waiting. I don't think anybody's waiting for anything else other than 93K. So that's what I want to see on that. Or not 93K. You got me saying 100K. Everybody's waiting for 100K, and I think 100K, we are already starting to see retail come into the space. But I think 100K, breaking that 100K, that is what's going to send. That's when the media machine will start pushing that super bullish narrative. You'll start seeing it everywhere. Bitcoin breaks 100K. Bitcoin breaks 100K. Bitcoin breaks 100K. That's when retail comes in. We've been in here, guys. We already know. But hey, if there's somebody new coming in, just tell them. Doesn't even know where he is. Oh, Biden. I don't know. Retail doesn't even know. So when they come in, say, thank you for coming. Please don't stay for too long because you'll probably get wrecked because you're coming in a little too late. Okay? Stay in. If you're coming in now, stay in until, I don't know, for a few months, and then maybe hop out. Just don't die by the FOMO. Please don't get wrecked. So if you are new to this channel, and if you are new to crypto, the stocks, and trading, hit that subscribe button because we're going to get you prepared and for the upcoming super mega bull part of this cycle. So, and we'll do our best to try and keep your mental right so that you don't FOMO too hard, okay? We don't want to FOMO too hard. All right, spent a lot of time on Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and, yeah, so right now I think, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think we might see a little dip to start the week. Maybe we'll get into that 4-hour fair value gap, go up to that 100K, and then get that nice rejection and go down to that weekly fair value gap. Something like that is what I will be watching for. But for now, Bitcoin's kind of in the middle of a range. If we give the 100K a range, it is a psychological level, so I would say that that's the top of the range. We're kind of in the middle. If you're doing spot, any kind of, position longs, just hold. If you're doing short-term trading, you know what to do. That's a daily thing. You can trade on the daily, so it doesn't really matter. I would say that maybe we're in a corrective choppy bit and maybe we need to look at some altcoins, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go look at the Dixie. What is the Dixie doing? All right, so the Dixie, we do have a take profit here on the Chart Prime Market Oracle Pro Plus, so a little bit of a take profit. That just means that maybe the Dixie will cool off. If it can get a little pullback, that would help us out a little bit, but I mean, the Dixie's been running with us, so who knows? Who knows? But maybe we'll get a little pullback like we did on this one right here. Maybe another little pullback now that we're sitting up here at that 50% retrace of this whole range. Let's go ahead and zoom out to the weekly and look at that a little bigger. All right, so macro Mondays. So I am kind of winging it, guys, just a little bit, but I want to go over just big picture of everything and see how everything's going. I hope you all I hope you can take something from the show, no matter what. Greed is too high. No, greed isn't necessarily too high, because the thing about fear and greed is need people to be greedy to pump the price up. But once we start getting into extreme greed in the 90s and up, then yes, that is a time when it's kind of like, but it's kind of, well, we'll see. I've got this fair value. I think this is a monthly fair value gap. Maybe a 2-week. Yeah, 2-week fair value gap sitting right here. Weekly. Yeah, I like that. So, and we have the golden pocket sitting right there as well. So, wouldn't be surprised to see the Dixie to get up into this golden pocket and then give us a little bit of some rejection. And I think we could see altcoins and everything else just go absolutely bananas. Is when that Dixie stops running hot, because the Dixie coming down inverse correlated with risk on assets. Risk on assets move up. So if it wasn't for the Dixie being as strong as Bitcoin right now, it might have already Bitcoin might have already broken 100K. But since the Dixie has been so strong, it just hasn't been able to do it just yet. But I think we are getting extremely close. So yeah, the Dixie still looking kind of strong. We're still green on our trend fusion on the weekly. Volume matrix still green. No money flow. This is the TVC. Let's check out the Capcom and let's see. That should give us that. By the way, guys, if you're looking for volume on the Dixie, you can go to the capital.com exchange where people actually trade it, and you can see where the volume is. And we are green. We just flipped green on our money flow on the weekly chart. So yeah. Let's see. Yes. All right, so 62% of you are saying no to 100K this week. All right then. All right then. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so the Dixie, like I said, looking. So let's see. We got weekly closes here. We're trying to push off of that. Maybe we'll get that push up this week, and maybe we will get a little bit of Chop City for Bitcoin this week. I could definitely see it. I could definitely see it. And then Turkey Day comes. I'm on the wrong chart for that. Turkey Day comes, and we get that pullback on the Dixie, which then boosts our risk on assets. So we could see a big boost after Thanksgiving because everybody at Thanksgiving, you're sitting around the Thanksgiving table. It's depending on what your family political leanings are. Things could get a little bit tense, and you're just sitting there, and you're like, I don't feel like talking about. You guys want to talk about how Bitcoin just broke 100K? All right, setting that narrative right in time for the holidays. People are already out spending money. When I got into crypto, it was the first week of December. My friend sent me some Bitcoin for my birthday, and that was all she wrote. I've been in these charts ever since. That was December 4th, 2020. So coming up on 4 years. My full cycle, if you believe in the 4-year cycles. We'll see if they continue. So yeah, Dixie looking pretty strong. Just waiting to see if we can start getting some relief, some pullback on that Dixie, because that would really help out our risk on assets. Not ETH. Let's go ahead and check out the total crypto market. We are sitting at $2.994 trillion. We briefly broke 3 trillion last week. And if we are looking for a price target or for a market cap target, we could be looking at that $4.4 trillion at that 1.618. Just take this bullish flagpole here and place it over here where we broke out from. And that gets us, right dead on that 4.4 trillion. So we might come up just shy of $4.5 trillion for the crypto market. But if we can get that push up there and then get a pullback and hold, then we could see even higher for the crypto market. Let's go to total 3. This is going to be our altcoins minus Bitcoin and Ethereum. It does look like we've already started a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're doing that 5th wave. This is Elliott wave theory, something we will be getting into on this show. I was thinking about doing Wave Wednesday, Elliott Wave Wednesdays. So that was part of my ideas on that and just kind of going over some Elliott wave theory. But right now, the altcoin market minus Ethereum is sitting at $828 billion. And I just realized I totally skipped over BTC market cap, and dominance. It's okay. First mad show, we're gonna be a little mad, all right? We're gonna be a little mad. Same thing happened to me, pretty much, except it just isn't my real birthday. Guy gave me 140 in BTC and the rest is history. Nice. Hey, LBC. Hey, all set. Down. All set. Hut. Let's go. All right, thank you for being here. Thou shalt not greed on BTC Bull Runs, commandment number 2, BTC Bible. Was 90 this morning, 83 now. For fear and greed, awesome. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. We could check out that fear and greed in a little bit, but kind of just doing a little bit of a zoomed out look on everything right now. All right, after the Titans game today, I'm a whole lot of mad. RMT, bro, our Titans are trash. I'm actually surprised I didn't hear a word from my best friend. He's a huge Vikings fan, and we were actually supposed to go to that game, but I bought a house instead. So, priorities, right? All right, let's go to the. So yeah, looking super bullish on the on the altcoin market. Just so you guys know, there's another one called Others, and this is everything. This is all of your altcoins, excluding everything that is in the top 10. So we did get a nice bullish break of that with a bullish back test right down to that dynamic reactor on the weekly chart. Look at that. That dynamic reactor coming in again. Chart prime for the win. Link in the description below. Get 45% off your first month. Getting a nice little bounce off of that money flow is still red, but it is giving us some nice curvature to the upside. So once that flips green, that will be very nice. Very nice. How much? Total crypto DeFi. This is all of DeFi. I'm honestly don't know what is in this one, but it is less than $100 billion. One of these days I need to look up and see what is actually in this one, but it's all the DeFi projects, whatever they are. So, Bears lose? Yeah, I don't know. They played, last I saw, they were up on the Packers 10-7 at the half. I don't know. I don't keep up with da Bears. Da Bears. All right, let's go back to the Bitcoin dominance chart. I've had this one drawn up for quite a while. I was telling, if BC didn't believe me, I was telling them we're going to 60% dominance. We finally got there. We got a little bit higher, hit that 61%. Waiting to see if we can go even higher than that. It'll depend. It'll depend. We'll see. Maybe when Bitcoin sees its next big pullback, maybe we will see that dominance break that level there. But if not, this is the spot where it could get rejected from. And if we get rejected from there, what happens next? Alt season. There we go. 1 point is brutal. Ooh, yeah. So, yeah. That is what we are looking for on the Bitcoin dominance chart. USDT dominance starting to crater. This is good. Why? USDT stablecoin, if it's starting to fall, that's inverse correlated with our assets, because that means people are taking their USDT out of the market. How do they take it out of the market, David? LBC, Lunar Beaches Crypto, Lunar, what do you got? You guys call me all different kinds of things. Mr. Beaches, Mark Dutch, shout out to you. Mark Dutch calls me Mr. Beaches, but he's asleep right now. He's Betty by. But we want to see that, so that USDT, that tether, goes into the assets, so that takes away its dominance. So seeing that getting rejected off of that dynamic reactor on the weekly chart, and this is after a break of the dynamic reactor and a retest, and then we're getting rejected off of that. That is all good. That is bullish for all of our risk on assets, and it just hit that button a little too many times. Let's go and look at our stocks. I do want to take a brief look at the Russell 2000. So these are 2,000 of your smaller companies, public companies, small market cap companies in the stock market. When this opens up and gives some breadth, shows some life, pushing to the upside, that is bullish for our risk on assets. So because the Russell just it's kind of like an indicator almost saying, hey, people's money is going into riskier things like low market cap. So people, traders' risk appetite is really high. That means they can start going into putting more money in riskier things, and that includes our beautiful crypto assets and also these smaller companies. And at the same time, we see stuff like Nvidia, Amazon, all these things, kind of getting a little bit kind of cooling off. So time for the POS East to finally move. Yeah, it's been moving. It's been moving. I think we need to hold that 3,000 and it'll be good. But yeah, but that Russell, seeing that Russell, it got a little bit of a pullback last week, which is fine. I mean, people take profits and it's right before the highs. I always love seeing things consolidate at the highs before pushing higher, because that's just showing, all right, the bulls are in and the bears are trying to fight them, but the bulls are holding that price up, and then eventually the levee breaks and up and away we go. So that's what we want to see on the Russell. This happens, everything's flying. Everything is flying. Let's see. Let's take a look at some futures. Let's take a look at our SPY futures. E-mini futures, ES1. I need to go down to a smaller time frame. Go down to the 15-minute. What are we looking like over here? Pretty bearish on the ES a little bit right now as we sit underneath that dynamic reactor. On the 15-minute, would like to see us get above that and flip that dynamic reactor green, get a nice little back test of it, take out that high in the process. So take out that high, come down, get a nice little back test, and then start moving back to the upside. But, like I said, the SPY, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, the bigger indices, we can see those kind of lag, or not really lag, but kind of correct or be choppy and for a little while, just consolidate. That's the word. Consolidate for a little while, because it's just like with Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin does its consolidation phases, that tends to be when the altcoins get moving, right? Because it's a rotation that's happening. And what's happening with the stocks is, they're rotating down into the smaller stocks, like in your Russell 2000, your smaller macro, what is it called? Market cap. Thank you. Your smaller line, please, as Piper says, line, please, your smaller market caps, we start to see that rotation into those. Rotation. Just, it's all about the flow of money. Where are things going? Starts off with the bigger assets. They take more money to push up. The people that were in there the longest, they start taking profits. They start putting things into, smaller market caps, companies or cryptos, and eventually those things explode, and they all explode together. I'm starting to think we might see a big melt up in just about everything. So yeah, that is what I'm looking for on the E-minis, on the SPY E-minis. Same thing's going to be for the NQ minis, and which is your NASDAQ E-mini futures, and the same thing for your Dow Jones. Now the Dow Jones has been struggling a little bit. We're sitting right here. We got this low right here that is acting as resistance right now. Getting above that would be nice, and then we can get above that dynamic reactor and start moving forward. Start moving upward. Forward is upward. Is upward forward, or is up down? I don't know. Mad. Our money flow is in the green, so looking good there. Volume matrix is kind of tapering off a little bit. Power bars not as green, but that's just showing cool off, right? So we could just be cooling off a little bit. But yeah, once I get a lot of this It's been a quiet Sunday compared to the last three. Yeah, and I think that could, I mean, it could just be us getting prepared for either another big move, or we could just be chopping a little bit on the Bitcoin chart. So Bitcoin's 15-minute, it's broken the dynamic reactor. We've bullishly back tested the dynamic reactor, got a little push off of that. Uh, hmm. Hmm. All right, I'm not gonna do long right now. I'm not gonna degen right now, okay? I don't have a degen segment unlike uh the Crypto Nightcap, the number one show on this network. Now, shout out to TRADEFLY and FDU White. You guys are killing it on the Crypto Nightcap. Mad love and respect to you guys. But I still kicking your butt, TRADEFLY, just so you know. In fantasy football, at least I'm kicking your butt there. But we'll see what happens with this show, and we can see if I can overtake the network. Maybe. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our heat map. We're gonna be like I said, a little bit all over the place. $3,548, almost at a 2 trillion market cap. About a 1.75 trillion market cap, a little more than that. Let's see, what of our big movers? So this is our volatility by the day. So Bitcoin up 1%, but let's see what is our big movers. Man, that tether is really big. Let's get rid of the zeros. There we go. So we've got our XRP up 8.17% on the day. Polkadot up 7.84%. Near Protocol 7.23%. Litecoin, my favorite meme coin out there. Litecoin, you guys, you got to check out that Litecoin. It's the best meme coin in the biz. Litcoin, RMT knows. What's up, Litcoin gang? Throw up them L's. Let's go. Stellar, Lumens, that's the XLM, up 18% on the day. Uniswap up 6%. Chronos up 13%. A lot of we see some older stuff starting to pop finally. You know, your Polkadots, your Litecoins, your Stellars, your Uniswaps. Bonk's been going a little ham lately too. HBAR's up 33.34%. Wow. Cardano up 6.68%. See, people thought XRP and Cardano were dead, but I was telling everybody these coins, XRP and Cardano in particular, always run last. They're always the last to run, and they run the hardest. So that just means them right now, their big moves right now, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So we'll see. Matic's my favorite meme coin. Yeah, Matic. Matic is a good meme coin. Isn't it? It's Pol now, right? POL. Pol. For Polygon. They finally got that right. I know they wanted Poly, but I think that was another crypto polymath. Polymath. I don't even, is that still a thing? There's so much stuff that, you know, I don't even look at or touch, but that is something maybe we can do some I'll be doing, I was thinking about doing some like altcoin deep dives or mini dives, more like it, not really too deep of dives, but yeah. This week is going to be historic, says JR Block. Okay, Junior Block, what's up? I must have scared it. Oh, that's funny. I just added to XRP and it just jumped up. There we go. Just added to it, huh? So yeah, crypto's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at performance on the day so that we can get some red and green in here. Ooh, look at that sea of green. We like seeing that sea of green in there. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good. And that was the last thing that I was on, you guys, is the volatility, what was it? Volatility D percentage. Learned that from the one and only Alexo Crypto. Throw some otters in the chat for AOC and the gang. I am also an honorary Otter Gang member. I was there when the Otter Gang was founded, actually, believe it or not. When we had to toss the forbidden water and introduce the otter. And that's what we did. And then Alex took off with it. I guess it kind of helps that he looks kind of like an otter. No, just kidding, Alex. I love you, guy. I'm pretty sure he's asleep with the baby right now. Stock market. Let's take a look at the stock market. See what it's looking like over here. Ooh, a lot of red. A lot of red. But a lot of your big companies, like I said, we're starting to see that rotation in the market. So a lot of your bigger companies are seeing a little bit of selling off. I do want to take a look. I will be looking at some other stuff. Where is it? Is it not news? Crypto coins? No, 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 no. None of this. New tab. So we're gonna go to new tab, options, calendars. Let's go to the calendars. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's calendars. This is where it's at. This is something I want to look at too. I need to remember to look at this a little bit earlier. I was playing with real otters yesterday, says RS Miller. That's awesome. I bet they were super cute. Super cute. Super cute. They cute, fam. All right. So you click this little toggle thing over here. If you click on this, it only shows you the most important stuff. And for this week, it looks like we don't really have much. Oh, we got core inflation. Coming out on Wednesday, inflation rate, core inflation rate month over month, core inflation rate year over year, inflation rate month over month. So we still want to see that inflation kind of stay settled. Okay, let's keep it settled. And then we have Fed Chair Powell speaking on Thursday, but that is following the PPI month over month Thursday morning. But yeah. There's nothing tomorrow. Some Australian stuff. I don't think anybody really cares about that. Nothing really big on Monday or Tuesday. Even when I remove the most important stuff, we can see, I mean, a bunch of stuff that's not going to move the market. So I like to turn that on. So, and 23 economic events, earnings, 480, dividends being paid out to 121 companies. And then Tuesday, we got some earnings. Wednesday, big earnings. Thursday, 1,200 earnings. My goodness. All right. So, yeah. It's going to be a nice, busy week. I want to see the revenue. See, this is stuff that I need to... I think I'm going to stay with sticking to crypto a little bit because I know a little bit more about crypto than I do all this other fancy schmancy financial stuff, stock stuff, this legacy stock stuff. But I'm learning from Piper. Catch Piper in the mornings at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, Monday through Friday. Catch the morning market report and learn about some of this stuff, or a lot of this stuff, really. But yeah, we will have a segment on the show as well called, I might be calling it Freducation. We're going to go over the Fred, which is the Federal Reserve. Fred. Let's see if I can bring it up over here. So Federal Reserve Economic Data. We're going to say data, all right? So this is the Fred. This is, you can get a lot of information from here. Trending search terms, CPI, GDP, inflation. Get a lot of information from here. We'll be going over that stuff as well. This is a little too bright. I got to get off the screen. Learn MicroStrategy. Okay, well, maybe one day. I will learn MicroStrategy one day. Yeah. Piper's really good with data. Yeah, there you go. MicroStrategy is good. I know they've got like a 2x leverage or something on MicroStrategy. But yeah, crypto coins. See, I'm looking at, let's see, sentiment. What are we looking at on sentiment? Let's see, Galaxy score. Sort by descending. So this is the high. So Casper has been pumping. I've noticed it's up like 200% in the last 2 weeks. So not surprised to see that it is dominating on the Galaxy score. But I want to see social dominance. Let's see sentiment dominance. So descending. Let's see. Gemini, dollar. Okay. Kratos. Pools, finance. What are these? Cello, euro. 100% sentiment. All right, so does that mean the sentiment's in the gutter because no one's talking about it? Let's do ascending and see what happens. 9 Chronicles. Daddy Tate. What? Where is this? What is this? What is this? All right, let's do social dominance because I don't know what these coins are. Social dominance. So we've got, of course, Bitcoin sitting at the top, then Sol, then ETH, Sol, then ETH, then Doge, then XRP. Then... All right. So these are things that I would want to look at. Dog runes. This is, I believe, a Bitcoin meme coin. A bit meme. We're gonna call them bit memes. Litecoin is up there. Love seeing it. Litcoin. Caspa. Oh man. Hamster Combat. Okay. $250 million market cap. What is that? Okay. We'll have to take a look at that someday. Floki's up here. Floki's been going off. Popcat's been going off. Chainlink's looking good. Hedera. Oh yeah, Algorand's been moving too, so keeping an eye on that one. Algorand's been moving, looking good. GitHub commits. We've got tweets. I mean, this thing is just, why do I even need to leave TradingView? I think that's their point. I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to make sure we don't even leave it. And I think most of the time they're right. I will not be leaving it. I haven't learned Litcoin in 4 years. TRX. What about it? I will be taking some requests in future episodes, in future shows, but for now, not doing it. Not right now. I've got to get myself into a flow, a rhythm, a format, all of that good jazz. But hey, you know what? It has already almost been an hour, and that is crazy. That is crazy. I had so much fun doing this show, and I'm very happy to be back to streaming regularly. I will be seeing you guys Sunday night through Thursday night. We're going to call it Monday through Friday. I don't care what anybody says because this is mad. That is what this is all about. We're going to have fun. We're going to learn. We're going to go over stuff late night. We're going to get you prepped for the next day, prepped for success. And yeah, thank you all for joining. I very much enjoyed the very first show, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow night. So check the show out again, Monday through Thursday, 11 p.m. till midnight Eastern Standard Time. And yeah. Let me know where you're from in the chat, in the comments, not in the chat, but in the comments. Let me know in the comments where you are from, where you're watching from. Let's see what kind of audience I'm getting on this. So I know I've got some West Coast people, and I even got some of you night owls too. I see you. You're a night owl just like me. So it's another reason why I needed more of a night show. But yeah, man, it's been fun, and I thank you guys. Thank you all for watching. And don't forget to check out Good Morning Crypto tomorrow morning with BC Port Corp. I believe that is I want to say it's a 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time start time. And then we have the morning market report with Piper and OC guy at 9:30 a.m. That's Monday through Friday. And then we have the crypto nightcap Monday through Thursday. I want to say that is 8:30, 7:30. That's 7:30 my time usually. I want to say it's 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. So that's with TRADEFLY and FD White. Shout out to those guys and TRADEFLY. What happened, man? What happened, bro? Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all. Don't break even. Get mad. Peace out. Mad love. I don't have like an ending to this, so bye. I don't know what. I don't know.